Hey guys, BJ, Very Basic Bible. One thing we need to talk about, we open our Bible, we expect it to people to be like us. It was a very different world back then. Yes, they were humans. They were sinners loved by God. They walked around, they went to work, some of them, so they had poor people. Very different though. I'm not just talking about we play video games and they didn't. Okay. Handbook of Biblical Social Values. I'm going to read some stuff. Listen to this. Agrarian means mass agriculture. Industrial means we have like electricity and gasoline powered cars. We can fly planes. We can move tons of stuff. Solar power, all that. Mass agriculture, they had cows, they had axes and stuff. They had a wheel with a wheelbarrow. Yay. Today, in an industrial society, we got huge 18-wheelers, huge boats carrying stuff everywhere. Okay, here we go. Just how different was an agrarian society, the Bible was agrarian, from an industrial society. That's what we live in today. A few things. In agrarian societies, 90% of the population lived in the country. In industrial societies, 90% of the population live in cities. That's a huge difference. Huge difference. In agrarian societies, 90 to 95% of the population, farming, mining, lumber, fishing, primary hands-on jobs. Today in the USA, 5%, only 5% of people, 90 to 95% of people in an agrarian society like the Bible did hands-on stuff. And the US today, 5% of people. In an agrarian society, 98% of people were illiterate. They couldn't read or write. In industrial societies like today, 98% of the people are literate. They can read and write. Agrarian societies, they had a ton more babies, but they died in infancy a lot more. Today, we have a ton less babies, but they survive infancy a lot more. That's a little different. Okay, listen to this. Today in the USA, in an industrial society, 20,000 different occupations listed by the Department of Labor. In Paris, 1,313. So this is still an agrarian society. In Paris, in 1,313, 157 occupations. Today, 20,000 jobs you could choose from. In Paris, in 1,313, 157. See the difference? The federal government, just before the Industrial Revolution in the 1800s, 5,000 employees. 1971 today, almost 3 million employees in the government. Back when it was mass agriculture, 5,000 employees. Today, when we just go to the grocery store and just get stuff because we got gas and electricity and we don't have to worry about farming, 3 million employees in the government. More, okay, listen to this. In the childbearing years, 50% of the parents died. In an agrarian society, when you're having babies and the babies are growing up, 50% of the parents die. Let me see. Today, it doesn't say how many. Widows and orphans was super widespread. When's the last time you heard about a child? I mean, I've known a few. Over half in agrarian societies. Widows and orphans, just widows that can't do jobs. Orphans, they definitely can't get a job. Okay, let's see. Here's the way they moved stuff back then. The cost of moving a ton of goods for 1 mile. A ton of goods for 1 mile. The cost of moving it. I never really even thought about that. Listen to this. By steamboat. By an animal drawn cart. We don't move stuff by an animal drawn cart. A wheelbarrow. When's the last time for money? A ton of goods using a wheelbarrow. Today we use wheelbarrows just the construction companies use wheelbarrows. Maybe. Farmers use wheelbarrows, you know. Okay. I'm going to just kind of read this one straight out and then we'll be done. The shock and consternation caused by the assassination of President John F. Kennedy. Super shocked. People freaked out by John F. Kennedy's assassination. And the forced resignation of Richard Nixon, our president, Richard Nixon, forced to resign. We were shocked and freaked out by it. Listen to this. So 2 presidents and the last, I don't know, that was 50 years ago or so. Listen to this. Of the 79 Roman emperors, 31 were murdered, 6 driven to suicide, 4 deposed by force with the use of their own military would depose them. Moreover, such upheavals in antiquity. Did we have a civil war when Nixon was assassinated? In antiquity, in ancient times, such upheavals were frequently accompanied by civil war and the enslavement of thousands. That's the time they lived in the Bible. That's how different the Bible times are. Next time you open your Bible and you're like, I'm just like the people then. Think about it. Much different mindset. Okay, guys. May God give us wisdom to understand this. Okay.